Homelander. The boys. Imagine Superman raised in a lab like a science project. That's Homelander. Vought made him with Compound V. Not an alien, a product. He can fly, bench a bus, shoot lasers, see through walls, and almost nothing hurts him. He acts like a hero when cameras are on. Off camera, he does whatever he wants. He will laser somebody, call them a terrorist, and then pose with a baby like nothing happened. He runs the 7 by fear. Everyone smiles and nods so they don't end up as Ash. He didn't grow up with a family. He grew up with tests, white rooms, and fake affection. So, good to him means good for my image. He wants love, but only the kind with views and cheers. He'll save a plane in a speech, then let one crash if it helps the brand. Steve, our unpaid intern, once saw Homelander drinking booby milk while flying. When the milk is out, he casually dropped the victim to her death. Sounds very Homelandery. Anyways, bottom line, Homelander starts the fire, shows up with a camera crew, and somehow gets a medal for helping. Dio Brando. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Dio starts poor and mean, moves in with the Joestars, and wrecks their house on day 1. He finds a weird stone mask, puts it on, and turns into a vampire. No aging, super strength, fast healing, total monster. That still isn't enough. He steals Jonathan Joestar's body and sleeps in a coffin for about a century. When he wakes up, he has a stand called the World. It stops time. He freezes the clock, strolls around, hits you 20 times, strikes a pose, and you can't do anything. Dio doesn't just hurt people. He hurts the whole family tree. The Joestars spend generations trying to fix what he started. He's loud, stylish, petty, and always makes it personal. He's the red flag you can see from space. Bottom line? Dio is a walking ego with time-stop powers and vampire cheats. If evil had abs and a catchphrase, it'd be him. Giygas. EarthBound. Giygas isn't a body you can punch. He's a feeling. A red, screaming wall of hate. He used to be a small alien who cared about a human mom. He loses her, loses control, and turns into raw pain that reaches across time. When you face him, the game breaks on purpose. The music goes wrong. The text loops. The screen looks sick. You don't beat him with weapons, you pray. You keep praying until enough people hear you and the tide turns. That's the only way. It doesn't feel like a cool boss win. It feels like you survived something heavy and weird. Giygas sticks with players because he doesn't act like a normal villain. He gets in your head and stays there. Bottom line, Giygas is 3 a.m. brain noise with a health bar. The answer isn't attack, it's don't give up. The Lich. Adventure time.
What's happening? More! I'll save you!
The Lich doesn't want a throne. He wants nothing. No life, no hope, nothing. He crawled out after the Mushroom War when nukes cooked the world. Since then, he's been a walking delete button. Plants die when he walks by. Air gets cold. People feel empty. He tricks heroes into pressing the wrong thing and whole timelines flip. Finn and Jake try to stop him and end up rebooting reality. Even when he loses, he shows up again in a new form. He doesn't rant or joke. He just ends things. That's why he hits hard in a bright, silly show. He makes the colors feel fake. Bottom line? The Lich looked at life and hit uninstall. No mercy. No second chances. Judge Holden. Blood Meridian. Big bald, no eyebrows, smiles too much, talks forever. That's the judge. He rides with scalp hunters across the borderlands and turns towns into horror stories. Then he plays the violin like it's a party. He knows everything. Guns, law, languages, fossils, and uses it to control people. He gives long talks about how war is the truth of man. He doesn't seem to age or sleep. He just keeps showing up, calm and deadly. People argue if he's human, demon, or something in between. Doesn't matter. He's the worst kind of evil, smart, patient, and proud of it. Bottom line, Judge Holden is the teacher from hell. He explains why your pain is natural, then dances while it happens. Griffith. Berserk. Griffith starts as the pretty hero with a big dream. He builds the Band of the Hawk from nothing, wins battles and fans. People would die for him. Then he gets captured and destroyed. He gets one more shot at his dream during the eclipse. Price. Everyone who loves him. He says yes. He becomes Femto. Joins the God Hand and watches his own army get torn apart. No tears. No shame. Just the dream. After that, he builds a perfect-looking kingdom on top of all that blood. He calls it fate. Other people call it what it is. Betrayal made into a city. Bottom line, Griffith is the dude's trust me on this. Friend who sells you to demons and still thinks he did the right thing. What a pal. Fang Yuan, Reverend Insanity. Fang Yuan dies, comes back with 500 years of memories and treats life like a game he already finished. Power comes from the magic bugs called goo. He knows every combo and every trap because he's seen it all. He doesn't do good guy or bad guy. He only thinks about what makes him stronger. He'll team up with you today and cut you loose tomorrow if it helps him. He plays plans inside plans. No rage or guilt, just results. People try to stop him, he changes the plan. They try again and he changes it again. Simple. He climbs from nobody to a monster player by staying cold and careful. Bottom line, Fang Yuan speedruns the world, sells the tutorial for parts, and turns the final boss into a kitten. Meow? Nyarlathotep. Lovecraft Mythos. Most old gods sleep and drool nightmares. Nyarlathotep walks into town in a nice outfit. He smiles, he talks, people follow, then everything breaks. He has 1,000 faces. A tall man in black, the Black Pharaoh, the crawling chaos. He doesn't smash cities with tentacles. He makes people do it to themselves. He understands humans too well. What we fear, what we want, what lie we'll believe. He's the long con, the prank that ruins your life. You look back and realize you helped. He didn't stab you. He put the knife in your hand and said it was a good idea. Bottom line, Nyarlathotep is the universe's top troll. He makes you press the red button and thanks you for the help. If you liked the video, hit like, subscribe for more bad guys who definitely ruin your weekend, and tell us which one messed you up the most in the comments. Now, ready to hear a song about it?
They built their kingdoms high on bones, taught the stars to bow, the void to moan. But the dark don't sleep, it learns, and now it's our turn.
This ain't fate, this is sculpted precision. Fall of the heroes, rise of the villains. Crown of ash, throne of scars. I don't fade out, I become the dark.
Flash that grin, they cheer like sheep. I fly high while the innocent weep. Truth is fake if the angle's clean. Blood on my hands, but the cape stays pristine. Sip red wine while I snatch your spine. Bend time flat like a pickup line. Took your name, your soul, your story. Now I pose on top of your family's glory. This ain't fate, this is sculpted precision. Fall of the heroes, rise of the villains. Crown of ash, throne of scars. I don't fade out, I become the
Everything ends when you see this face. No crown, no speech, no games, just frostbite breath and collapsing frames.
No shape, no soul, no fix. I'm the red fog crawling through coding clicks. You swing and pray, but I unmake sound. Why the walls melt slow when your thoughts shut down? War is holy, pain is pure. Truth wears boots and the weak endure. Dance with the judge, you bleed on beat. Smile wide while we scorch these streets. Built a dream with blood and charm, then sold every friend for a god like Call it fate, call it divine. I call it a kingdom that used to be mine. 500 deaths, I've mapped the maze. Broke the system and set it ablaze. Cold as math, clean as sin. I don't fight fair, I fight to